Hi everyone, I'd like to talk about staying a couple of steps ahead of your attacker. If you're facing any kind of self-defense situation, you really need to be able to think on your feet, and the only way you're going to be able to do that is by having proper and adequate training. If you're looking for fast results, that could be sport karate, boxing, mixed martial arts, or jiu-jitsu, to name but a few. I will share with you my personal strategy. I've had a little bit of training. I trained in sport karate for approximately 6 months. I trained under David Jones, a second degree black belt at the time. Shout out to him. But I didn't progress any further than white belt. But again, in that short space of time, I did learn quite a lot. So I'll share with you my personal strategy. Um, I like to be ideally more than an arm's length from this person, more than a foot's length from this person. I like to be offset to my left as I'm right-handed, so my dominant right hand is parallel to the centre line. Over the check behind me to my sides, make sure I've got plenty of space. I'd be looking to see if this person's carrying any kind of weapon. This person's likely to be untrained and undisciplined. Chances are the shoulders are going to be tensed up, the chest muscles are going to be tensed up, and chances are they'll telegraph any kind of intention due to the fact they are untrained, and especially the more force they try and put into things. So sometimes you are faced with a situation beyond your control. There's no time to de-escalate, and you're just faced with a situation. So that's the position I like to be in. I'm looking for this person to, basically I'll be looking at the chest area of this person because that's where the telltale signs of any kind of attack. So I'm looking at the chest area, looking for the line of attack, looking for this person to come towards me. I'm moving around that centre line of attack and coming to their side. At that point, I got the option of keep walking, or if need be, dislodge their centre of gravity and balance them and put them on the floor, solely with the intention of buying myself time to get away. Personally, I say keep walking because chances are this person's trying to hit me with their best shot. I've seen it, they know that I've seen it. They're now having to rethink what they're going to do next. All the while, they seem that I've had the integrity to avoid danger and keep walking. And they'll probably be thinking, well, if I do go after this person, they are likely to attack me at that point. So they're going to probably think better of it. Like I say, there is no substitute for proper and adequate training. But if you are untrained, one possible strategy might be something similar: more than arm's length, more than foot's length, offset to your left or to your right. Simply because if you offset to your left or to your right, chances are you're limiting what they're likely to try and hit you with, simply because one side is going to be closer to you than the other. So if you're offset to your left, chances are an attack's going to come from their right hand side because it's closer to you. Or again, if you're offset to your right, chances are the attack's going to come from their left hand side simply because their left hand side is closer to you. So again, with a check behind you to your sides, make sure you've got plenty of space. Looking for any kind of movement towards yourself, and if you're offset to your left, step back at a diagonal to your left, or if you're offset to your right, step back at a diagonal to your right, creating more space than was there before. And you just keep on creating more and more space until you're in a position to get away. If you're facing a crowd situation, you could be walking down the side of a road, you could see a crowd of people ahead of you in the distance on the same side of the road as you, and they might be making you anxious or giving you cause for concern. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, do I stay on the same side of the road or do I cross over? And if I cross over, are they going to be thinking that I'm showing signs that I'm scared? But I would personally cross over early, look for an escape route, and an escape route could be mingling with a crowd, it could be knocking on someone's door if there's houses nearby and pretending you know that person, it could be entering the shop and speaking to the staff there. anywhere where you're going to be safe. So yeah, so assuming you've got a crowd of people on the same side of the road as you, cross over early, look at your escape route. If they cross over after you, then you've got the option of using your escape route, or if you have time, you can give them the benefit of the doubt and cross back over, and again see if they do the same. Just give yourself options. If you do have the option to de-escalate, obviously de-escalate. Another possible way of avoiding conflict could be to interrupt that person's thought process and give them something else to think about, steer their thoughts onto something else. It all depends, obviously, how dangerous the situation is and how confident you are in dealing with it. But yeah, always give yourself options. So hopefully you found this video useful. If you have, please like it and please share it.